What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the LOS Show. And today we're about to talk about the AFC North, man. Let's go. So, boom, right? So we got first seed. We got the Steelers, of course. They 2-0. They beat the Falcons, well, the first week, and they beat the Broncos second week. That was both games was terrible. So, I mean, even though the Steelers 2-0, and it don't matter how ugly the win is, a win is a win. So the fact that they 2-0, it's still like it's crazy to me. Cause like again, Boswell scored all of their points against Atlanta. Literally field goals. They won the game by kicking field goals, bro. That's crazy. And then the Broncos game, I mean, again, the Steelers put up one touchdown, and that was enough to win the game. I mean, Bo Nix, you got a rookie quarterback in Bo Nix, and then Justin Fields. It was just a terrible game. But a win is a win. The Steelers are 2-0. They are the first seed in the AFC North. Then next we got, here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Your Cleveland Browns in the second seed in the AFC North. We are 1-1, of course. We 1-1. We got smacked by the Cowboys for week 1. Terrible game. But we bounced back beating the Jacksonville Jaguars a couple of days ago. So that put us in 1-1. So yeah, Browns, all we gotta really do is get our O-line together. The O-line gotta get way better, bro. The O-line gotta get way better. Deshaun that Jacksonville game wasn't bad from Deshaun. It was a solid, decent game. You know what I'm saying? Above average. That's all we asked from him. That's all we asked from him. That's all he gotta do. And the receivers got to catch the ball. Amari Cooper, I don't know if he checked out or what, but yeah, Amari need to get his head in the game if we want to get further, along in this division. But again, Cleveland Browns 1-1, second seed in the AFC North. Then third seed and fourth seeds are the Bengals and the Ravens. Now the Bengals and the Ravens, they both 0-2. The Bengals and the Ravens are 0-2. Who would ever imagine the Bengals and the Ravens being the bottom seed of the AFC North? When was the last time these two teams was at the bottom of the pack in the AFC North? That's crazy to be 0-2. I mean, but granted, they both took L's to the Chiefs. The Ravens took an L to the Chiefs first week, and then the Bengals the second week they lost to the Chiefs. So, granted, the Chiefs are a great team. We all know that. So, I mean, hey, that wasn't a guaranteed win regardless. But I can say the Cincinnati Bengals losing to the Patriots, I didn't expect that one. I'm not going to lie. I didn't expect them losing to no dang Patriots. The Patriots? This is a first team just announced a quarterback in Jacoby Brissett about a couple weeks ago. Defense led, right? Because Mayo the coach, right? The head coach, right? I think he is. But I mean, yeah, so the Patriots defense is they're defensive driven. At this point, like there's no more Tom Brady. The offense is just gonna be the offense. But the defense, it's a defensive-led team, so they're not going to, allow easy points, especially because their head coach was a defensive player himself. So he's going to take more pride in that, of course. So, I mean, am I surprised the Patriots defense gave Joe Burrow and, Jamar Chase problems? I'm not going to say I'm surprised by that, but I am surprised about the Bengals offense not, picking up where they left off. You know what I'm saying? So I was surprised by that. The Ravens losing to the Raiders that was not on my radar at all. I'm not gonna lie. I even put money down on myself betting on the Ravens to win that game. So I was surprised that they lost to the Raiders by two points, I think. So that I was surprised by that too. So, but again, as we expected though, even though we didn't expect the Bengals and the Ravens to be 0-2 to start the first 2 weeks of the season, I didn't expect that. But I can say what I did expect for the AFC North to be a dogfight, which is literally going to be a dogfight. And mind you, we all know in the NFL, in any professional field, sports field, these games go up and down. So you can have a team that go off with a hot start. A team could be 2-0 in the first 2 weeks of the season, and then they'll go up and then go right back down. You know what I'm saying? So we've seen it time and time again where teams have started off slow, 0-2 or 1-1 or 1-3, and then they slowly pick it up, once the season run its course. So again, Bengals being 0-2, the Ravens being 0-2, that's not going to be for long. The Steelers being 2-0 leading the AFC North, that's most likely not going to be that's probably not going to be too far along in the throughout the season. And this is something else I wanted to talk about too. Okay, so the Steelers, the next 3 games for the Steelers are the Chargers, the Colts, and the Cowboys. The Steelers can easily fall to 2-5 by the end of those 3 games. That 3-game stretch, that they can lose to the Chargers, they can lose to the Colts, and they definitely can lose to the Cowboys. So Steelers they could potentially drop to 2-5 easy. The Browns, their next 3 games are the Giants, Raiders, and Commanders. I would pretty much say the Browns should be 4-1. I'm not gonna lie. If worst case scenario, the Browns, they have to split that. They have to split those 3 games to have a good, have a good start. You know what I'm saying? Have a good advantage on everybody else. So again, the Browns should definitely beat the Giants. They definitely should beat the Commanders only because of the experience. Raiders, they should be able to beat the Raiders, but you never know with the NFL. But worst case scenario, the Browns will go from 1-1 to at least 3-1. They should be at least 3-2. Worst case scenario, but I'm gonna say they should be able to go 4-1. Now the Bengals got to. I mean, no. I'm sorry. No, the Bengals. Okay, Bengals 0-2 right now. Their next 3 games are the Commanders, the Panthers, and the Ravens. Now, Commanders not no slouch no more. You know what I'm saying? Jay and Daniels, them boys, them boys hungry now. So I'm not even gonna say they're gonna beat the Commanders. I mean, if they took an L to the Patriots, why can't they take the L to the Commanders too? So I'm not even gonna say they won that game. But the Panthers, they definitely should be able to beat the Panthers. Now, that all depends on how Andy Dalton played this week after taking Bryce Young's spot. So I don't know how that game could go. And the Bengals got the Ravens the week after that. So worst case scenario, the Bengals will go from 0-2 to probably 1-3, maybe 1-3, or maybe 2-4, maybe possibly. So. And then the Ravens, I'm not gonna lie, the Ravens got a tough schedule. They 0-2 already. The Ravens are already 0-2. Their next 3 games are the Cowboys, the Bills, and the Bengals. I mean, if the Bengals keep playing the way that they play, the Ravens should win that game. But the Cowboys and the Bills, worst case scenario, the Ravens could go. They could go 2-2, maybe 2-3 though. I don't know. They might be going 2-3. I don't know. But yeah, I mean the Ravens schedule throughout this whole entire. I don't know who got the worst schedule between. It's between the Steelers and the Ravens, because if you really look at the Steelers and the Ravens schedule, like I'm gonna start with the Steelers first. The Steelers got the Chargers, they got the Cowboys. They got the Jets. They got to see the Ravens. They got to see the Ravens twice, of course, because they own the division. They got to see the Eagles. They got to see the Bengals and the Chiefs. So the Steelers got a pretty good hard schedule. I'm not gonna lie. And then, but look at the Ravens though. The Ravens got to see the Bills. The Ravens got to see the Buccaneers. The Ravens got to see the Chargers. The Ravens got to see the Eagles. The Ravens got to see the Texans. The Ravens got to see the Browns. So I don't know who got the worst schedule between the Ravens or the Steelers. I really don't know. But that's all I got right now. This is around the AFC North. And I really do see the Browns in these next 3 weeks. I see the Browns going at least 4-1 or 3-2, and they will be leading the division, AFC North, by then, I think, in those next 3 weeks, because they got the easier opponents in these next 3 weeks. So expect the Browns to be number 1 seed. I probably will put Steelers at 2nd seed, depending on how the Bengals play, maybe. And yeah, I'm gonna say the Browns, the Bengals, Steelers, and Ravens. Ravens gonna be at the bottom for a minute. I'm not gonna lie. But that's all I got. Thank y'all for watching the LOS show. This is the land of the sports, representing Cleveland, representing the Cleveland Browns, representing the Guardians, representing Old State Buckeyes, representing the Cleveland Cavaliers, all of that. And stay tuned for the next video.